I kind of have an interesting story coming with UIG. So I have two brothers that have been in Medicare for over 12 years, and they have been captive with Humana. So I always thought when I got in the Medicare business, that's who I was going to go work for because they, did so well. They liked the company. And so I started doing my own research online, and that's when I found UIG. And the one thing that I liked about UIG is that they are a broker, that they write through all the big carriers, A-rated carriers in the Medicare business. And also all the ancillary products. And, the portfolio is huge. Now with Humana, you just have a few things. You have, MA and dental. But that was kind of my deciding factor. And so that's how I got to come to work for UIG.
I came from, property and casualty insurance, so I knew nothing about Medicare. And I had a great district sales manager that taught me everything, trained me, took me out in the field, and then he advanced me to being a field trainer.
I started with UIG as an agent about 15 years ago, and I knew nothing about sales. I was in the insurance industry, but on the other side, not necessarily Medicare or anything like that. It was home and auto claims. So when I started with UIG, I was an agent because I knew nothing about sales. I took all the training that was given to me, and I was like this little sponge that kind of soaked everything up, right? I didn't know right from left to wrong to whatever. It was just whatever they told me, I took it in and applied it. Well, that actually fast-tracked me into doing a great amount of business in a short period of time. And so I guess I will say with the training with UIG, it allowed me to learn and adapt and let my skills go. I would say if I were to go to any other FMO, I don't know if I would have gotten that to allow me to get to where I'm at today.
Almost 3 years later, I'm still looking to see where they've lied to me. For once, they really do live up to what they say, and then some. If I had found UIG back when I first got my license, I would be one of the really old timers. I would have never changed. If I did, I would come right back because it wouldn't take long to see UIG is not your normal FMO, not at all.
Really enjoy selling Medicare. I really enjoy what the opportunity that UIG has afforded us with leads. I used to also run a lead company when we gave direct marketing leads for mortgage protection. And so I know how some other FMOs tend to over promise or over guarantee, certain things and whatnot. And I have found that everything coming, with regards to the leads, has been absolutely 100% true with UIG. So
I think product portfolio is very important, and that's one of the things United Insurance Group does give you is your product portfolio, not only in the Medicare Advantage or the Medicare Supplement arena, but also the ancillary products. You have a whole kit bag of different insurance companies, different products such as hospital indemnity, the cancer plans, the short-term home health care plans, life insurance through several different quality of companies, as well as annuities that you can help a person during their financial struggles in their later years in life.
Awesome. For me, what was really important is I had the support as a brand new agent, never in the industry prior to this period. And I had a manager who really invested in me, really showed me how to do this business because I believed in it 100%. And so from that standpoint, being an agent for 5 years before moving up to the district manager position, my philosophy was always just to pay it forward. That someone invested in me
took the time to invest in me to grow professionally. So that's my commitment to anybody that comes on and works for me is to pay that forward and to try to give you the tools that you need to be successful if you seriously want to do this business and be successful in this business. So that's for me was really important to have that support and guidance and training.
Let me encourage you to follow your instinct to join the UIG team. Let me tell you why. When I first came to UIG, I'd been in the business for about 4 years, but I would never consider that I was doing enough business to be full-time. Actually, the reason that I came to UIG was because of the leads, the promise of the leads, and the one-on-one mentoring. And because it exceeded my expectations in every way, I was able to double my book of business in just 1 year.
First of all, I started with UIG on March 2011. The main reason why I decided to do insurance, my wife, who is a professional, said I need to get a job which is flexible so I can be with my daughter. So after 1 year putting my daughter in the kindergarten school, I got my license and I joined UIG. I liked UIG because they provided leads. I was very successful in the first year, being Rookie of the Year. And one of the main reasons was my responsibility to my daughter. I drop her to school in the morning. I stay out all day until I'm ready to go and pick her up in the afternoon. And because of that, I was able to spend the time, make the call. And at the end of the year, in 2011, be Rookie of the Year. So that is my experience with UIG.
Yes, initially my experience coming on board with UIG is that I first and foremost did not have any Medicare experience. My background and insurance, as far as insurance goes, was on the life insurance side of things. So coming on board was a bit nervous for me initially just getting into the industry, but when I actually saw the opportunity that came available through Indeed for the actual opportunity, it almost seemed like it was too good to be true that we were going to have pre-set appointments. And so I wanted to say, pretty much like, what's the catch here? I was waiting for something to come through. But, and ever since I've come on board, I'm very, very excited that I have. And I have not looked back since, except for just to maybe reminisce on the aspect of where I would have been if I chose not to go in that direction. Now, what I will say is that when I came on board, I did have the support of what I needed as far as having the pre-set appointments and actually having some training and shadowing in the field is very much what I need, especially having no prior experience in Medicare. And actually to really get a full understanding of actually applying it into the field and having a love for it, educating individuals about Medicare and offering solutions and other options on what they can do and that they might have not known was an opportunity. Having all that together for being able to offer that to them was really great, considering the fact that I was able to really grow my business rapidly than what I would have I tried to just do it on my own, completely independent. So I'm very grateful for that, and at the same time being a single mom of 3 and taking on the risk of going full time into a 1099 career, not having that stability of a guaranteed salary paycheck. Taking that risk and tying all that in together just ended up really paying off for me and really changed my life.
In this business 12 years, and the first company I was with had similar but not as many options when it came to portfolio. But having that opportunity to sit down with a client and say, well, we're here to talk about Medicare. However, there's some gaps in Medicare, so let me talk to you about how we can fill those gaps. If something happened to you financially, how are you going to cover that? So having a lot of different options to get them the coverage that they need, I think is great. I think it offers our clients just that peace of mind to say it's taken care of. I wouldn't have it any other way. I was just having, in addition to, the Medicare, we have the life insurance, we have annuities, cancer, heart, and stroke. We have so many different options when it comes to portfolio. So I think that to do this business, you have to have that. And that's what I think is great about UIG, is that we have so many companies we work with, and you can open that door and open your portfolio to so many products. And that's what's helped me, that's what's made me successful.
Well, I mean, when I first came to UIG, I had talked with several other companies before coming here, was highly recruited. And the reason I ultimately decided to come to UIG above and beyond the leads is because of the amount of support. I could tell from day one that, the company was really making a vested interest in me as a person, and they got me directly in touch with the regional manager at the DSM, at that time. And, things moved on very quickly. I was contacted almost immediately by, the support crew that walked me, through all the contracting, which was amazing. Just like nothing I've ever seen at any of the other companies that I've worked for before.